Hello there. It is week 10 of our journey with the jerky. This is also day 56 of our self-imposed isolation. And I would be lying if I said it wasn't getting to me a little bit. But we have plenty of things to keep us busy, plenty of interesting things to distract us from our situation. But tonight, it's jerky night. I wasn't really thrilled with last week's jerky. It was the barbecue one. It had too much cinnamon. I didn't like the cinnamon in it. I don't know what about it I didn't like besides that. But pretty excited about tonight's batch. Tonight, we're having hot and spicy jerky. And the ingredients for this, per pound of meat, is a teaspoon of salt, 1 1/4 teaspoons of black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1 1/2 teaspoons of paprika, 2 garlic cloves crushed, 2 tablespoons of A1 sauce, I know, and 3 tablespoons of Worcestershire sauce. That is a lot of sauce, both A1 and Worcestershire. Total of 10 tablespoons combined for the 2 pounds of meat we have. So that's going to be, a lot. We were able to get our bottom round roast. We're pretty happy with it. And we're going to use our standard technique for this. We're going to cut it in slabs and then cut thin strips and put it in the new Snugtopia vacuum sealer. Alright, so let's go ahead and get the meat cut up, and then we'll make the marinade, and we'll get everything put away and ready for tomorrow when the magic happens. Alright, let's go. Let's get it cut. Alright, and there you have it, our freshly cut batch of meat. We're going to go ahead and prep the marinade, get it in the vacuum chamber, get it in the fridge, and get it ready. You know the routine. Alright, let's go. We also have our trusty Corningware bowl. Maybe that will make a difference in the results. Anyway, let's get started measuring stuff. Alright, as we always do, we're going to start with the dry ingredients and get them in, and then we'll finish up with the wet stuff. So let's start out with the salt and pepper. So I need 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 1/2 teaspoons of black pepper. Now we have 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. That is going to be spicy. Whew. 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 3 teaspoons of paprika. See how brightly colored that is. 1, 2, 3. And we'll put the garlic in last. So next comes 4 tablespoons of A1, 6 tablespoons of Worcestershire. So much. I think I'm going to put those 2 in a separate thing, and then pour it all in at once. So let's go ahead and find a small container for that. Alright, 6 tablespoons of Worcestershire. That is a lot of Worcestershire. All right, 4 tablespoons of A1. Goodness gracious. That was almost that whole bottle. All right, let's mix this in with the dry goods. Oh my goodness, that is thick. All right, we're going to pour this in. Then we're going to stir it with our hands a little bit, and then we'll seal it up. Alright, there we have it. This is amazingly coated. Alright, seal her up. Alright. There we have it, vacuum sealed. Waiting for me for tomorrow. We'll let this soak overnight. We'll get started tomorrow. You know the routine. We'll see you then. Alright, it's Saturday. Let's go ahead and start loading up this dehydrator and get started. Our meat should be suitably saturated by now. Let's let out the vacuum. Ooh, smells delicious. Alright, well, let's just get started. It's a little gritty from all of the spices that are in the liquid, but it's to be expected. There was a lot of spice in there. There we have it. All ready to go. Let's just fire it up and I'll see you in a few hours and we'll see how it's going. It smells great. I'm really looking forward to this batch. All right, it's been a few hours. I think we're gonna need to rotate the trays. Let's take a look. So it looks like the ones on the bottom, which are now on the top, are mostly done. I'm going to let them go for another hour, and then we'll pull them. At least those, I think the ones that were on the top that are now on the bottom were very much not done, which is to be expected. So let's go one more hour, and I think I'll be able to pull some of these off and give them a taste test. Alright, I think some of these are done enough to give a taste test to. Let's try it out and see what we think. Smells good. The flavor is very subtle at first. Takes quite a bit of time of chewing before it kicks in, but it's very flavorful. And it's absolutely spicy. But I love it. Very good. Enjoy it very much. I'm going to let these cook a little more. I'll probably pull the ones off the top. Ooh, got a kick. I'll probably pull the ones off the top tray now. And of course the rest that are at the bottom and are thicker are going to have to cook a little longer. But man, this is good stuff. Alright. We'll see you next time.